following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Then speaking.
This is Lucius Rhine. I've gone over the contract, and they are fucking you, but they're fucking you in a perfectly normal way. Basically, you would agree to show up and receive your prize at a publicity event, photographs, scream sheets, that sort of thing. Furthermore, you would be responsible for insuring the vehicle if anyone would even take that from a police officer, which they won't. You become completely responsible for the vehicle, but you have full ownership, which means this isn't like a usual thing where you have to give it back or make it available for shoots. You own this car. 100%. It's all yours.
Okay.
It runs on Chew 2. It's well maintained. There is cosmetic damage, meaning it's supposed to be there.
Oh, because it's supposed to be a
replica of the vehicle
yes.
used in the movie, which has, I believe, it is listed as an iconic 3 bullet holes in the back window that are actually just a transfer. Other than that, this seems pretty standard. You can sign it if you want. It really doesn't have any long-term obligations on you at all.
I'd rather avoid the public.
That's part of the package. You can't get out of this.
I'm just open to, well, something very similar to what you had to deal with a week ago, so... But sure, okay, thanks for that.
Hey, that's no problem. I'll send the contract back to you.
Does it have a date yet on when this ceremony would take place, or is it contingent on my agreement on the contract?
I believe it is the middle of next week. And if you don't sign, next person in line gets it.
Then I'm signing that as soon as it gets back to me.
It should be on your agent right now.
Okay.
Would you like us to handle that interaction with Evasion?
Sure, I'd appreciate that.
That's no problem. If you just digitally sign that, send it right back to me. I'll handle the handshakes for that. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Okay, thanks for that.
I'll let you know when you need to be and what you need to do.
That's awesome. You've been really helpful with this. Thanks.
Hey, I know things are hard out there, so any good news, right?
Yeah, things have been particularly hard for the precinct, but I can't go into details about that. But
Of course not. Of course not.
thanks again. Means a lot. You have a good day.
Good day.
Were there any, also missed... That whole time we were away with him, missed messages? Outside of that, obviously would have been the ones from Strong, etc., that were just like, where are you?
People in your context list just like, yo, where you at?
Yeah.
I assumed when you got back, you guys would have just been like, oh, had to go rescue a Barrow's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Lisa seems to have left town partway through the week. She would have been like, Barrows, gotta go. I've got to take care of some stuff.
Of course. Reach out if you need some help.
I'll be in contact. Just thanks again.
No problem.
Candace has to leave as well because she's got an away game.
That makes sense.
She pretty much left on Tuesday.
Okay.
Still, here we are, the following Monday, having skipped a week.
I was working. We would have skipped a weekend. Could I have attempted an upgrade?
Oh, by the way, you would both be at full health.
Yeah, I've done that. Because
One thing I was going to ask is, if I make the appropriate payment, is it okay for me to have had my armor jack fixed?
Yes.
That time?
You can do whatever. I mean, you guys can afford it, so...
It's just the cost of the armor jack, isn't it?
Yep.
I just got to double check.
Actually, no, we'll clock back to Friday because I'm fairly sure Straker will want to go out on a date with Babette.
I will, actually, at some point.
And we'll go through that.
Let's see, how much is that? It's only 100 credits. It's not that bad.
No, it's quite a... Light armor jacks are great because they're, like, if you ain't... Like, as an edge runner, like, if you ain't affording to repair that at the end of every adventure, you are not doing it right.
Oh, when it comes to repurchasing my destroyed helmet...
Hat.
Do I just have to get another Kevlar, or can I get a light armor jack one?
You can get a light armor jack one if you want.
do that.
I mean, it's going to look a little more built up.
That's fine. And I'm just going to remove...
Actually, I'm going to also
those.
pay to have that other one repaired, spare.
Sure, no problem. You guys got the money for it.
That's the
Just
destroyed
both it.
one. So I still have that one. And I guess I won't worry about it yet because it will be Saturday, Sunday, but I want to have a go at upgrading their armor jacks. Assuming nothing happens over those days.
How long would that take according
A
to your
day
DV?
per. So assuming I succeed them both, I can
So
get
you
them
would
done.
take the weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that after his date. But yes, you can try doing that. I would point out that you can't upgrade Raven's branded armor jacks because they're considered an exotic.
Oh, okay. I might choose maybe to upgrade our sidearms or something. Anything that costs 100 EDs I can do in a day.
Well, Fortunate Son is also an exotic you can't upgrade.
Yeah. And even if I could, the base price is horrific.
Good to know. You can repair the armor jack that's not selected just by editing its amount.
Yes.
And going back up, so you can go down 9 up, back up to...
Yeah.
Sorry, down to 10, back up to 11, and it'll just repair it in the actual thing.
Yep. I also use that feature to make custom style armor jacks for NPCs that are not supposed to suffer armor penalties in their combat numbers. I just put a light armor jack on and make it a metal jack. Alright, evens and odds.
I have a 2, so that's an even.
D10.
I have a 4. If they're allowed.
Moro Rock. Ooh.
You like
And a
more.
D6.
1.
Watch a test of the orbital mass driver's giant steel doors.
That's actually kind of cool.
Fucking cool.
So you and Babette get on a ferry and you head out there and just watch a test of the orbital mass driver's great big steel doors.
At the end of that day, I'm going to do the something Vincent hasn't done before yet and give her a kiss on the lips.
She will accept this. Because it's been roughly long enough in Night City terms. Watching those steel doors. That was different.
Yeah.
Your adventures, Vincent, and I like it.
We've both been adventurous lately, haven't we? Dragging you into
No, you do not have to
Well-
drag me.
or Barrows does half the time. If it's
Yes,
slightly
he
flippantly.
keeps trying to get me killed.
Yeah, he's a naughty boy. Have to get Lisa to spank him, I think.
Or do you think she will enjoy that?
I think she will.
Good.
They're adorable together.
They're so insipid. They're like cuddly, snuggly.
Even like this.
Don't see him anywhere with that mustache.
Yeah, and Lisa's out of town, so he doesn't have any excuses to not spy on us.
Oh.
Let them have some time.
And how have you been? How's...
A little bored. I miss the excitement.
Well, is Strong treating you a bit better at least? Are you getting paid yet? Oh, finally. And they're letting you net run. Let me guess, to a limited degree.
Boring.
But
I'm
you
supposed to be kicking in doors and net running architectures while bullets whiz around.
Oh god, we've gotten you too used to that lifestyle.
It's what I joined up for. I want to be a policewoman. If I wanted to just sit around in a tech room not doing anything, I would have stayed in the corporate world.
Don't worry, I'm sure something will come up in the near future. You know, getting that new car next week, so
Ooh.
Mr. Ryan went over all the paperwork. It looks like it's, well, as legit as any corporate deal can be.
Oh, you're going to be so happy.
But be aware, I promised Claudia first dibs on writing it.
Will she have time? She's so busy.
She'll make time. And she should make time. All work and no play. Makes Claudia a dull girl.
Oh,
She
I
needs to.
did not know it that well.
She needs to de-stress,
Well,
especially after losing her pretty much the entire garage. She can't even blame it on me this time.
well, you spend the evening talking about politics, philosophy, and life.
I'll give her another kiss on the lips before we literally part ways.
Okay, you do that. So you wanted to what?
I actually might have a slightly different plan, but it depends on what I can find. If I can, so how does buying stuff cyberware from the clinic work? Is it anything under 1,000 eddies is findable?
I'm sorry, a clinic?
Well, I mean that's where you go to get it installed. So maybe they would sell. That's where we give them the cyberware from the criminals we get sometimes. So I might find something there.
Unless it's prosthetic replacement, no.
Okay. In that case, if I can convince Kat to help me out, can I see if she can find some stuff for me?
What do you want?
I'd like grafted muscle and bowed lace. Maybe the 1,000 cost. I think it's the Sigma Lydia frame. Some enhanced antibodies. And then I think after that it's just... I would like to get...
Are you sure you can suffer the humanity
I
loss
can.
of all that at once?
I can. Even if I get the worst possible roll, I'll still be fine. That's why I'm not getting anything else.
It's like, sorry.
I'm not getting anything else that does humanity loss, but I do want to get some tech here and I'll call it a chem skin.
Chemskin is what it's called.
Yeah, well, I want to use it not for a complete hue change, but just for like a repair of like the older bits, the blood rain damage, but spruce myself up. Self-conscious that I'm dating a 20-year-old and all.
That's not what Chemskin does.
Well, maybe if I get something that does that, or maybe I just talk to the clinic about a little.
Sure.
I'm thinking of getting a ranged weapon soon. I'm going to call it a gun.
So yeah, those are the things I'd like to find. Nothing costs over 1,000. Of course, I have to pay for install after that. Enhanced antibodies. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah, fuck those bodies. Certainly aren't antibodies in our scream sheets, I gotta tell you that much.
No luck on the Sigma frame.
That's the trickier one, I'd imagine.
You can find some grafted muscle and bone lace, but you're going to have to wait until the night market on Tuesday. Which was the one thing I was going to say, basically, is just like you will get like a message from Kat that's just like night market on Tuesday. You've got an invite code here.
Excellent.
You can find some grafted muscle and bone lace there.
I'll be snapping that one up.
What was the last one?
Enhanced antibodies.
No dice, sorry.
Easy.
Just keep trying.
Yeah.
That's my recommendation. Once a month, night market. You can get access to Kat's night market, but the actual like odds of finding things like that at her night market is a bit less. It can happen, but you can pick up grafted muscle and bone lace on the Tuesday if you remember to go, and the night market will start at 11 at night.
See?
And you got the address. It's somewhere in Watson.
Perfect.
Well, it looks like you get in on the month. You arrive at the precinct.
I just realised, because I didn't actually get any stuff done, I could still do work on our sidearms. So
Actually, you can only do work on sidearms that aren't exotic.
yeah, well, I suppose you probably aren't using your other one anymore now that you have the better one, right?
On the standard heavy pistol.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, no. It's,
Do you have anything worth 100 or less you would like work done on?
worth 100 or less?
Yes.
Weapons?
Which is basically just pistols. I can only do limited things to exotics, and it's just exotic weapons.
Their very heavy pistol is 100 exactly. So
But do you want to get work done, or is it just replaced now by your better gun?
It's still good to have because you never know when I could drop or lose the Fortunate Son
true.
for some reason.
The best thing for sidearms, I think, is probably
Although,
just making it exceptional.
I don't know if this is an error. Fortunate Son is also listed as 100, but it might be.
Oh no, that is because I had to make it out of
Yeah,
a regular
it's a
gun.
custom
It
exotic.
is,
Never mind
it is a custom exotic. There is no way it
Okay.
only costs 100.
So, spending 200 in parts.
You're really back out of the
Are you sure that's the only upgrade you wanted to do?
Well,
Well, for
I'll
me,
tell you. I'll tell you what I
Well,
can
he's the
do.
one who has it.
So I can lower the humanity loss on non-Borgware cyberware, which on Tuesday I may.
You will have to do.
But the problem is that I have to wait until the weekend to do that, and then I have to get it installed. So maybe I don't end up doing that.
I'd still do that because that, so grafted muscle and bone lace is what? It's a 7 loss?
14.
14? So that,
So it must be 3d6, I think.
it's not,
No, 2d6 or greater. Yeah, so I could bring it down. I'll have to decide at the time. Oh, actually, no. The problem with that is it costs 1,000, so it takes a week to do.
oh.
Yeah, I'm probably not
You
willing
don't-
to. I'll
well,
just
I mean,
get
like,
therapy later
I
on. That
get-
takes a week as well.
Again, a week to do is like when you're spending time during the day. That's actually going to turn into closer to a month.
Yeah.
What about you working instead on my subdermal grip? That's 100 credits.
And-
I now realise I have to keep my hand
What
there.
possible upgrade could you add to that?
You've already taken the humanity loss, and it's already
You
installed.
told me that I needed... The guy told me at the thing that I need to make some tweaks to that to make it more efficient.
Oh, to make the gun more ergonomic.
Oh no, the grip on the pistol needs to be molded to your hand.
Okay,
better.
that then.
I could do that for you, probably, if you say that not being a substantial upgrade.
You cannot you as a tech cannot upgrade or modify an exotic weapon.
Okay. Well, there are a couple
You would
of
have to
things
take that
says-
to a profession, like a high tier professional.
There are a couple of exotic things I can do, but none of them are that.
Yeah.
I can.
I would have thought like the upgrade you would want to put on a gun would be another D6 of damage or a rate of fire increase, but like
I would like
realize
to.
actually you have to invent that upgrade first, and you can't.
Yeah. And if I was going to do that, I might do that on a nicer gun. But right, so I can increase the number of slots an item has for attachments, programs, hardware. I can simplifying it, making it take half as much time to do a full repair. I can make a non-concealable one-handed weapon concealable. I can increase average quality to an excellent quality, which is +1 to hit.
Or poor quality to standard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which actually, like, for non-exotics, that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Just get a standard.
actually, make the very heavy pistol of mine concealable.
Fortunate Son, by the way, is concealable as well.
Sweet, I will do.
It
That'll be what I do
Mass
for
Effect
you.
style collapses.
That's good.
I can add in a new ammo type to an exotic weapon, but because it's done off base cost, Fortunate Son would take me 4 years to do. I can increase the SP of an item by 1, but only if it had SP to begin with. I can upgrade a vehicle with a Nomad rank 1.
Hang on, don't you have a backup light armor jack that's not the Ravens one?
I do, yeah.
I could make
You
that
could make that
SP12
SP12.
if you want that instead. It's the same cost.
He
and the same
can't.
time.
I've told him he can't do it to the Ravens one because the Ravens branded armor jacks are counted as exotics because they're made to look like jackets. So one of the things that we've been sort of skipping over is that if you're wearing an armor jack of any kind, well, above like, of an armor jack, people can go, "That's an armor jack."
Yeah.
The Ravens ones look like trench coats, not armor
So
jacks.
they don't know.
They've got a
that's an armor
slicker flow. People don't. They would have to pass a tech check to go, "Oh, that's an armor jack," which makes them concealed armor jacks.
I might as well give you the spare armor jack because I'm not using it at the moment. It's a backup for if the other one gets fucked.
True. And I can do. So you want the SP upgrade on that?
Yes, absolutely.
And the only
How much
other
will it
thing
cost me?
I've paid. That's just 100 eddies. Install an upgrade and I can install something that a tech has invented. So I will start with his armor jack upgrade, which I just got to check the DV for 17, and I make the appropriate. I believe I just check. You roll tech plus the tech skill that it's typically repaired with. For armor, because there's no armor tech, Would it just be weapons tech?
It would be basic tech.
Basic tech. I spend...
Which basic tech is, by the way, listed as the thing that is, if nothing is covered by any other
Then it's
tech
covered
class,
by
it is
basic
covered
tech.
by basic tech.
Sweet. I spend a point of luck, and you get an SP12 light armor jack. Then I attempt to add a +1 to hit to my very heavy pistol.
Basically turning it into an excellent.
Yeah, turn it into an excellent, which is weapons tech,
Yep.
which I spend my last point of luck to complete.
Neat.
Nice.
You can do that.
And I have jiggied around the weapons I currently have equipped, so that I'm not carrying 4 shoulder arms, or 3 shoulder arms, however many.
Oh, and you also make the pistol.
No, because I did your armor. Oh, right, actually. Did you want the pistol, or did you want the armor?
Armor would be better.
Okay,
I can
easy.
do the because
He
especially-
has other weekends.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, also particularly because you said favorite son is concealable, that makes it less of an issue. Because I was just like, it'll be handy to have a very heavy pistol I can conceal. Because that was the issue getting into the speed brawl game, was they didn't have a good concealable weapon.
Well, I mean, they'd still, if they passed a conceal reveal against you, then
They would still find it.
Oh yeah, but it's still the fact you can at least get to try.
yeah. Right. So it's Monday. You're late. You get called into the briefing office, and they're like, right. Well, so obviously, there's a couple of big problems. So we're setting up a number of little task groups to try and handle these problems. You can only be a member of one task group. So please write down, in the order you want, which group you would prefer to join.
What
We
are
will
the
not
groups?
guarantee first
Sorry.
Did you want to come up here and run the briefing?
No.
Right. The first group, road cons. Kill them, put them in prison, deal with the problem. They're becoming a massive issue and we're getting a lot of flack. PR-wise, this would be a big one. If we can put Uriel Khan in jail and keep him there, that would be great. That would be the best result. That's task group 1. Shut up, wait. Task group 2. The sniper. There's a sniper killing people. That's it. There's a sniper. Task group 3. Eulogy Stone's thing. Apparently, there is something dangerous in town and she needs to reclaim it. Task Group 4. Someone's been targeting police officers. Now, admittedly, this one is difficult. For starters, only sergeant rank or higher can join this one. It will require some undercover work. And task group 5. Two bizarre women have been running amok. They are related to an entity known as the Overmind. Yes, that's right. Some older officers might recognize that. There's a possibility the Overmind is back, and that means chemical attacks on the city, kidnappings, muggings, data fraud. So, now that anyone may ask questions.
Is it possible to be on 3 task forces?
No, I told you that already. You pick one. Any other questions? Straker, I know you had one.
No, I kind of went away, but I do have another one. No, a lot of us have partners as standard. Do we have to be on the same task force as our partner?
Oh, yes. Which means you have to agree.
I thought so.
There's a hubbub as various partner teams start trying to convince the other one that they should join this other team, and no one seems to have the same idea.
I want road cons, but
I'm torn
you're a
between
senior
three.
partner. Let me guess. It's the road cons, it's the eulogy one, and it's the last one with the overmind.
I might have a connection that could be useful in the last case.
Well, so might I, and that's my girlfriend. If anybody's going to find something like that, it's...
Let's just say one of the two girls might think that I'm her master.
Wait, is this that one that you got out of that cage at the...
No.
Oh.
This was that other thing I took Babette on when she got hurt. And there was a complication with the pod the woman was in, and they were programmed to hear the first voice as their master. But the speaker malfunctioned, and I went and opened my stupid face hole. And then before I could ask her not to run away...
Say no more, I know what you're talking about now. You don't need to... Yeah. Okay, honest question. Me putting personal grievances aside, and also what I feel is the one that is harming the city the most, do you honestly think that this lead you have, or this assistance, whatever you want to call it, is going to be good for success with regards to this?
Yeah,
like, if you think that this thing, if we can achieve success here, I think we should put that ahead of all other priorities. You know what I mean? Like, what are we most likely to be able to pull off?
Turning one of our two potential enemies onto our side would help us out. And I get the feeling that this Overmind thing could be more beneficial than bringing down the cons.
Also, if we can get this done quick enough, we can then jump onto a secondary. See, the lieutenant said we can only do one at a time, but if we complete one, there's nothing...
Alright, you've all had long enough to talk about this. Between the two of you, put all 5 of them on a piece of paper, or 4 if you aren't sergeant rank or higher, in the order you would prefer. We will not guarantee any placings.
Interesting.
What's your order?
Based on what you've told me, 1, Overmind. 2, road counts. 3, the eulogy. The other...
For the sniper.
For the sniper. And then, yeah.
Alright. I agree.
Okay.
Right, turn in. Results at end of day. Patrol, go. One of you roll me a d6.
You do this one, I got the...
5.
You arrest 5 guys.
Nice.
Pity graffiti artists.
Arrests are arrests. We didn't. It's a good thing you rolled that 16 because we didn't get paid for the previous week, so maybe it'll make up for it.
They're all minor artists. The end of the day rolls around. He's like, Striker Barrows.
Man.
Good news. You have been accepted onto a task force.
Oh, excellent.
Road cons.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Look on the bright side. If you bring this to a resolution quickly, we can assign you to another one.
You know, we might be helpful in one of those.
Road cons is the hardest one to resolve unless we can get the top dog. Again, so we've done it before.
Well, you'll need to report to your little task force group leader. I believe they are set up in the gym at the moment. Off you go.
Of course.
Man. Oh, and good luck with whatever you're on. I assume the sergeants and above only.
Yes.
Good luck, man.
I'm gonna need it.
Give him hell.
To the gymnasium!
Ah, the gym. You walk in, and Officer, well, Jinsi Den Nurogu, Andoroido, Nigo, or Yurei, is sitting on top of the little pyramid of rack of free weights. And in the room is Babette.
I'll go over and hug Babette.
Hello. Percival.
Of course.
Hey, Percy.
Finn.
What would mine be?
Better than Joe.
Johnny. Jimbo. Jumbo. There we go.
Oh god. I've made a horrible mistake.
I could grow a mustache and get a pith helmet and I could be like, come along, Jumbo!
I mean, if you're in Cold Rocks, you could just call him Sieg.
What? I don't understand.
You don't want to understand. Maybe I should have made his armor worse.
The door opens, Claudia comes in.
Oh, Miss White.
Well, I'm waiting on cars. Because they're all destroyed.
I haven't managed to get JoJo references into John's head yet, so I couldn't say anything.
Almost everyone is here and others cannot come in right now, so we will begin. I have chosen, put a preference for all of the most beautiful women that I could get my hands on, and all of the most effective and powerful men. But I got you.
Very
Well,
cool.
beautiful
John
women.
Navarro's ability to avoid bullets that I was firing at him, admittedly over range, very important. Vinderson Striker, personal motivation very high. Also, have both succeeded previously. Babette Renard, very tasty target. Also has a big gun. And a netrunner, might be important for computers and security system. Percival Kente, my partner, cannot get away from him if I try. Claudia White, very beautiful bottom in tighter pants. Very desirable target. Also owns own bike. I'm on this task force because I have a cute bottom. Also, have a habit of hanging out in bars and drinking heavily. Very good for potential bait of trap. Definitely they will want to rape you against your will. How do they rape me with my consent? It happened. Very popular.
She's also very strong-willed.
Especially-
Can't
especially
hates
when
that.
So, my plan is to spread the officers out in big net. In various point, and keep a close attention on statistics of daily crime in the area, broken down by suspected group, and go more and more towards these areas. Find the habit of picking women they see at the club and bar. So, your assignments will be to attend the clubs and bars. Claudia's like, I got the best team, didn't I? Now, because this is very dangerous, no one operate alone. If you go to club or bar, you must take male police officer who will be there as backup. Do not always interrupt if the drugging attempt or they are taken away. Follow and find where they are going. Then rescue. Not to risk any police officer unnecessary.
Or civilian.
Do we have any established pattern of the movement of the roadcoms that we can predict at this point?
Yes, all seems to currently be focused in the Watson district. Do not know why. In other areas, road cans stir a bit, but are shut down very quickly. Lots of civilian reporting. Here, nothing. Also, disturbing trend. and she'll like bring up a little tablet and she'll like play a video on it where like a media is interviewing some girls at a club and they're just like, oh my god, like road cons are such great catches, like they're such great lovers, and like who wouldn't want to be whisked away for just like, you know, like a proper traditional woman's life of like, you know, where the man takes care of her but she like takes care of him. It's like seems ideal.
Oh,
Very unusual idea propagating here. Possibly because of factors we cannot take into account. But this means that not everyone is going to be helpful. So, eyes and ears. If you suspect something, contact us. We can call in more police. We are not in this alone. I am running task force because of perfect body.
No comment. It's possible there were another contributing factor to them staying inside Watson is that's where Tongs allowed them to be.
It is also very possible, as John Barrows has said, that the organized crime figures may have more role in this than NCPD. Better appeal to Swallow, but NCPD reputation very bad.
I know the Khans have been building a lot of force, but probably not enough to take on the Tiger Claws yet.
So, concealable weaponry is preferred. You will be operating at night, which means no daytime patrols. We have to go at night. You will be wearing civilian clothing. No NCPD outfit, but keep a badge somewhere on you so you can be like police.
So I'm going to be sleeping during the day a lot and working at night.
Yes. Problem.
I can deal with it.
Good. Because I need you to deal with it.
Of course.
I need you. The women of this district need you.
I'm glad
You
Liz isn't around.
put your effort in to save your girlfriend. Now save other people.
Always.
Might I
Be a man.
Might I
Be
suggest that Barrows team up with Claudia? I go with Babette and then you, of course, with Percival.
I know you're partners, but